Hey folks, this is BestInSlot. Welcome back to Mods of the Week for Jurassic World Evolution 2. I'm always so chipper at the end of these videos, and by the end it's just such a nightmare. Before we get started, disclaimer, as per usual, mods can and probably will break your game, especially when there's a big chunky update, which hopefully isn't too far away, maybe a month and a half or something like that. Anyways, big chunky updates will inevitably break your game a little bit, so if that happens, it's not my fault, it's not the mod maker's fault, and most certainly it is not Frontier's fault. Do not go bug them about it, that would be very silly. Nothing from Asmodeus this week, just because I am dead from working out and I don't wish to think of anything, basically. He's asleep, okay? He's a very busy demon. Let's get started, because I am incredibly excited to show you these 5 mods today. Primarily this first one we're going to look at, it has to be said. Viral Cyclops, who has made, I think, probably been my favourite mod creator, it must be said, for Jurassic World Evolution 2, along with AKEDOXJP, has made a full-on baby pack. It's all replacements right now because we don't have proper new animals, new species, but still, there's some incredibly adorable looking things. I haven't seen these in-game for myself, so it's always very exciting. Ignore this. This is from Sweetener's fantastic Troodon mod, but it should be fine. Let's check out Viral's baby pack. Sounds terrifying getting off itself. It's so cute! Okay, first up we have the baby Allosaurus, as you can see there, which is basically a shrunk down Allosaurus with a gigantic eyeball. But, you know, generally speaking, that's how you make a baby. Much like in real life. Shrink someone down, chuck big eyes on them, and, you know, you've made a human. That's what I was taught in school. Yeah, so we've got quite a few of these to look at. I think there's, what, 5 in total? Yeah. So we'll skip through these pretty quickly, but it's kind of adorable. I definitely want to make, just using this pack, honestly, to make like a baby petting zoo kind of thing sometime. This one should be very exciting to fans of Jurassic World Dominion, if I've installed it correctly. So it looks slightly weird because it's not all there, but this is a baby Baryonyx, of course. Doesn't work quite as well, this one, as the others in the pack, I would say. But you'll notice, I should mention, so the first one, the Allosaurus, replaces Troodon, this replaces Coelophysis. You'll notice it only has one arm. And that's because, as we've seen in Jurassic World Dominion, there is a baby Baryonyx with a prosthetic limb. And it's this limb, the left-hand limb, has been replaced by like a prosthetic arm. Hopefully that doesn't count as a spoiler, it doesn't seem like a spoiler to me, so we've just released 10 baby Baryonyxes, all of which lack a left arm. It's a very specific genetic mutation. Right, moving on, we are going to check out our Minami replacement. I'm not saying Minmi. I refuse to bend to the whims of the Minmi. Aww. Aww. Alright, a little adorable. So, baby Nasutoceratops, of course, replacing the Minami. Very relevant as well, because of course we've got Nasutoceratops appearing in Jurassic World Dominion. And actually this one you can see there's been quite a lot of remodeling going on, more than, say, the Baryonyx, for example, other than the arm. The head is a fairly different shape altogether, and then obviously those big old giant, those pupils. This thing, never mind being able to see in the dark, this thing could see for 10,000 miles in the dark. But it's still, it's a little over the top of that one, I would suggest, but it's still very, very cute. And, yeah, I would happily have this, you know, roaming around with a couple of adult Nasutoceratopses in a very adorable habitat, along with that baby trike that someone made a while ago. And the baby, what was the other baby? The baby Carnotaurus we reviewed lately, right? God, there's so many babies. If Frontier won't add the babies, the modding people will add the babies. One more to look at for our land dinosaurs. Motherwall, land dinosaurs, you know what I mean. Homalocephaly replacement. Also super cute. This is, of course, your baby Tyrannosaurus Rex. There is once again a additional file if you want to download it to make these carnivorous and to make it so the adults won't murder them. As we saw in the last video, the Carnotaurus did stomp on the ghost baby very happily, but yeah, baby Rexes, which is kind of adorable as well. Super cute. I don't know, it's nice that they're herbivores in a way, because they're just wholesome and they're not going to fight anything, they're just going to live their best life and be cute and run around and play, you know, and I quite like that. Although I do feel like I needed like a lawyer here for him to... What was Ludlow? Was he a lawyer? I don't know what he was actually. He's kind of like in charge of the expedition, but... what was his official job title? I'm not sure, but he needs to be eaten by our little baby Rex. Right, one more... So many babies. One more baby to go. I saved what I think is the best for last. I'm very excited about this one. This is an Ichthyosaurus replacement, and I'm pretty sure you've seen this one already in the thumbnail, but who knows? I'm optimistic that this is the thumbnail one. Because it's so adorable. Oh, this is my favourite mod in the game. This is, of course, I'm just looking for like a good coloured one, really. All a bit funky. Which is my bad, I should have just picked a normal colour scheme. Man, it's a baby Mosasaurus, obviously. Again, it just shrunk down Mosa, like some proportions changed a little bit, those big eyes again, and just making it so much smaller, giving it those gigantic eyes just makes it absolutely adorable. It really does. Obviously it's Ichthyosaurus, kind of sized, and yeah, I'm in love. I want these in every park I ever make. You know what are we replacing with this? The Ichthyosaurus. I love the Ichthyosaurus, I do, but I suspect the baby Mosasaurus is going to take over it because it is actually heartbreakingly cute. Aren't you adorable? You are! It hurts my soul. Right, we've got a few sort of more normalish mods to check out before we get freaky again at the end. Let's check out this mod, this Apatosaurus. This is Northfire. You remember done lots of these really cool reinvigoration of the dinosaurs mods for the Apatosaurus. Okay, it's too long. It's just taking far too long. So this is Northfire's Apatosaurus. There's been a few changes there. It's slightly less chunky, as you can see. I think the stomach's been raised up over here. And the main reason I like this, you know, there's some texture work, blah, blah, blah. But really, it's less weirdly wrinkly. It just looks more like a normal dinosaur. I really like how the neck looks like this as well, with that bit of skin sort of drooping down in the middle. Not much else to say on it, really. It's just a really nice Apatosaurus mod. I feel like, you know, if you're going to have Apatosaurus and you're using mods, then you would just have this installed anyway, because why wouldn't you? It's just like a slightly nicer version of the default Apatosaurus. I don't hate this Apatosaurus, and usually I'm really not a big fan. The head in particular has been, I'd say, fairly demonstrably improved, and that's really the good thing about Northfire's mods. Everything retains its Jurassic World styling. Everything looks like it came from Jurassic World Evolution 2, but you know, they're just sort of tweaked here and there to look potentially even better. Yeah, good stuff. Right, I need to pop out a few more dinosaurs and then we will continue. Right, next up we have an Allosaurus. Lovely beaut. Looks really good. I love that exit animation for the Allosaurus as well. This is, of course, Walking with Dinosaurs, Big Al, the Allosaurus from Walking with Dinosaurs, made by Saber the Tyrant, another person who's done lots of fantastic mods for Evolution 2. We're going to see a little bit social, no, you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, you know, if you wanted to do oh, there we go. Looks really good, I've got to say, I'm really impressed. You know, if you wanted to film your own little Walking with Dinosaurs thing, which I know a lot of people definitely do, there's some people doing some fantastic documentary style work out there for Jurassic World Evolution 2, and hopefully Prehistoric Kingdom pretty soon. You know, you could then have the proper Walking with Dinosaurs Big Al roaming around in your documentary if you wanted to, which is cool. Very cool. Shout out to Saber. Right, only 2 mods left to go. Been shim-shamming our way through the Shingo-shangoing, as the kids say. Let's check out this Acrocanthosaurus. Thank you, Al. That's perfect, yes. So, continuing the trend of 5,000 Godzilla mods, this is Godzilla Acrocanthosaurus, made by Frana, and of course it replaces the Acrocanthosaurus, and it's basically Acrocanthosaurus but Godzilla-y. And obviously we've got some lovely, let's turn it into nighttime. Of got what looks to be some lovely bioluminescence going on. Yep, there we go, which just suits Godzilla down to the ground. I don't know why Godzilla's suddenly like a huge thing in the Evolution 2 modding community. It definitely came up in Evolution 1, but not this often, but I am not complaining. I really, really like all these Godzilla mods. I think they're really cool. But this one I'm still a little used there. It definitely still looks a little acro, but it sort of looks Godzilla-ish. It's kind of a strange combination, but the spines are really well done at the back. And yeah, it's just a pretty cool little hybrid hodgepodge of those two different things. Right, shout out to Frana. Don't know. Last mod to go. I don't know if this was a direct response to something that I said in a video a while ago, but I hope it is. Anyways, Plesiosaurus replacement. Let's check it out. Oh, such nonsense. Such nonsense that we do. So, this is the Mermaid mod by Sweetener, because of course it's by Sweetener. This mod was always going to be Sweetener or Yosper as far as I'm concerned. And, oh, no, sorry, love. This replaces, as we've seen, the Plesiosaurus. As you can kind of see the arms stretching out, kind of the neck, blah, blah, and it replaces your Plesiosaurus with a mermaid. I will be taking no further questions. She's just going for a lovely little swim. It seems to be one of the guests from Evolution, I think. It's hard to tell sometimes. But yeah, she's a lovely lass. Going for a little mermaid swim. You know, one day maybe we can have a cryptid park, which is a personal dream of mine, as I'm sure everyone is well aware. She's a majestic lass, to say the least. Mermaids. Who knew? It's what we've always needed. Right, my dad is now mowing the lawn very close to my window. He's doing it on purpose. I can see it in his eyes. Right, well, that is the Mermaid mod. So shout out to Viral Cyclops, to Northfire, to Saber the Tyrant, to Frana, and to Sweetener for their fantastic work in this past week or so. Thank you all for joining me for this video. Throw me a like if you enjoyed it down below. Remember to check out the link to the document down below, which will contain links to all of these lovely jubbly mods. Go give the mod makers lots and lots of love. They deserve it much more than I do. But if you happen to then have spare love going around, you know, you're just kind of that person, you can throw me a like. Right, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks next time. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye.
Reaching out.